No, I wait not after the music. First you put the music and then I.
Here comes the sun, doo-doo-doo-doo. Here comes the sun, and I say it's alright. Little darling, it's been a long, long, long winter. Little darling, it feels like years since it's been.
And we are live, I think, on both. Actually, maybe we were live even earlier on Instagram.
Sun, and I say,
here comes the sun. Here is Giada from Las Vegas. Hello, guys. I see a lot of people appearing also on Instagram, and all of you there on Facebook, Twitter, Twitch, Periscope, and YouTube. Many platforms. Hi, guys. Where are you watching from? This is Giada from Las Vegas. It's 2 p.m. in the afternoon. It's sunny shining in Las Vegas. And 5 p.m. for you guys on the East Coast. È ore 23 per voi ragazzi che mi guardate dall'Italia. È ore 22 per voi che mi guardate dall'Inghilterra and for Ireland, right? I think I said all the time. And for you guys in Australia, I got a lot of people from Australia. I understood it is either 5 o'clock in the morning or 7 in the morning. Depends on which side of Australia you are. So benvenuti a tutti. Welcome home. Monday. Even though all the days in this quarantine looks the same, anche se tutti I giorni della settimana sembrano uguali, oggi è lunedì, today it's Monday, quindi benvenuti, welcome guys. And where are you watching from? I see a lot of people appearing there. That's always the thing, even though I know where you guys are from now because you've been with me for 1 month. I also noticed that you guys say, I'm from Pittsburgh. And somebody said, oh, I'm from Pittsburgh too. So you became friends through this live video that I'm doing, which is awesome. You guys on Instagram should do it the same. And I see a lot of people appearing there as well. Guys, welcome. So where are you watching from? I want to see appearing all, everybody said, Antonio, lo so, tu sei di Dublino. So Antonio, where are you from? Da dove mi guardi? Write it down. You may find other people from Dublino. And by the way, you can also, if you miss some of these live things because of, I don't know, you have to watch somebody else or you have to get out of the house to pick up some food. Like I read that Karen Yanni from Pittsburgh was not able to see live today. You can always see these things on repeat. And I see you guys are watching there. You can watch on repeat on giada.live. So you do www.giada.live, L-I-V-E, and you can watch all the episodes, even the one you missed. Hey, Las Vegas in the house, I see. Diane Fiorentino is here. And Ronnie, Janet, my Italian signorina. Yesterday we had the concert. So yesterday there was my second, was the second, right? No, my third, my gosh, there was my third From Home with Love concert. Ieri era già il terzo concerto che ho fatto da casa. You know, we did for 2 weeks in a row on Friday, and now we moved the concert on Sunday because all of you guys said it was better on Sunday. And so yesterday we did it, and you guys were fantastic. I got so many shares yesterday. I think I got only in one of the page, like, I don't know, 40 something. So ragazzi, thank you for the share. I see Gaetano Randazzo appearing. Maestro Gaetano Randazzo dalla Sicilia, da Palermo. Guys, not for you here on Instagram, but on Facebook. Gaetano, buongiorno, come stai? Gaetano is, as you may know, is an amazing musician from Palermo. And the last concert we did here in Las Vegas at the Smith Center, March 12th, Gaetano all the way from Sicily to Las Vegas, and he was my musical director. He wrote this beautiful arrangement for my show that is songs from the movie, and it debuted that night with strings and whole. It was beautiful, and with video screen where we were projecting parts of the movie where the songs were from. It was a magical night, and then these things happened. Actually, Gaetano and us, and me and you, Gaetano, were the last two, I guess, to be able to do a concert, because actually the Friday morning we woke up, the concert was the 12th, was a Thursday. We woke up Friday morning, and President Donald Trump announced that was the virus had hit also the United States, and everything was closing down. So they closed down Las Vegas. Our Nevada governor was amazing. He closed everything. All the casino were amazing. Everything is closed down, which is very sad. But in the other hand, it's the only way to keep safe. So me, of course, I miss you all. And oh, I miss my musicians. I miss you all in the audience, the hugs and the kisses and everything, and everything. But I think it's the only way to make these things go away as fast as possible. Antonio, tu sei di Dublino. It's Ireland and Dublino is close like here, Las Vegas. Do you guys? I guess it's everywhere, right, in Europe. I'm just asking because we have. I always have every day with me Antonio. Antonio is Italian, but he watch from Dublino and Ireland, so Dublin. And I wanted to know how is the situation over there. I guess it's everywhere is the same. So, guys, where are you watching from, and what have you done this weekend? I know it seems like we have done nothing. Hopefully, you tune in to watch my concert. I hopefully you did it. If you did it, I thank you for that. Which, by the way, remind me, I want to thank all the people that tuned in and also donated. Many of you were also asking where the donation they could donation. I answered to all of you. If I missed any one of your question, please send the question again. So I want to thank all the people that donated. Do I have a list, JJ? I mean, JJ will give me a list because a lot of you went directly on my Venmo account and donated. So I want to thank you for that. And as you know, since we are all struggling in this period, I always say I'm out of my job, but some of you too. So donate wherever you can. Don't go crazy. I don't want to take out food from your plate to give it to mine. You know, I can always be on a diet. I'm always, as an artist, I always need to lose weight anyway. Hey, Jimmy Bertucci watching from LA too. So we have LA, we have Las Vegas, we have Dublin, we have Ronnie Manicotti all the way from Cincinnati. And you guys there on Instagram, where are you guys watching from? Let me know. I like that. Yesterday we had Australia again. We got all kind of city in the United States. We had Pittsburgh. We had a big delegation of Pittsburgh yesterday, and because of, as you know, I have a special connection with Pittsburgh. I've done several concerts in Pittsburgh, so I have a lot of friends. I don't call them fans because you know me by now. I don't like the words fans because it comes from fanatic, and I don't think fans are fanatic. Fans actually are a blessing for artists because if it wasn't for my fans, you know, if you've never been to my concert, by the way, have you ever been to one of my concerts, guys? If you've been to one of my concerts, you know that I close the concert always with something that my grandmother, my nonna, told me as a little girl. She used to tell to me when I was a little girl that if one day I was lucky enough to be an artist and to be on a stage and sing and do what I loved so much with people listening and pay for me, she used to say, don't you ever stop, be grateful for each and every one of them coming to your concert, buying your CDs, because she used to say, if it wasn't for them, you will be singing in the shower. How convenient and how true is that? And by the way, now we are singing in the shower. Josh Groban is singing in the shower, but he's very grateful because he has millions of viewers watching. Like, I'm very grateful. I'm singing in my office, and I'm so grateful that you guys are there watching, supporting, cheering me up. I know I cheered you, but I'm always saying you are cheering me up too with your presence. And I see a lot of hello, yeah, LOL, I know, right? But la nonna aveva ragione. Se non capite l'italiano, chiudo sempre i miei concerti con una frase che mi diceva la mia nonna, che se un giorno ero fortunata di poter fare questo lavoro come professionista, di non dimenticarmi mai delle persone che vengono ai miei concerti, che comprano i miei CD, che supportano quello che faccio, perché se non fosse per loro, diceva la nonna, canteresti sotto la doccia. E aveva ragione, perché adesso ho detto cantiamo sotto la doccia, cantiamo nelle case e voi siete lì a supportarci, ad ascoltarci, ad applaudirci da casa. So I thank you for that. So my nonna was right. I mean, and I read yesterday some people that were starting to get a little bit, concerned about this situation. It's concerning because I mean, I think shows won't be we won't be able to do shows as artists and musicians for a long time, at least with an audience. But I know my agent Owen Kishner, it's already taken all these kind of seminars. And Owen, if you're watching, I thank you for that, to see how we can proceed, how can we come back to you guys on somewhere on a stage. And I think for a little bit we will have to do it differently. Maybe we will have to go with musicians on theater, filmed ourselves, and you can buy tickets and watch from home, or do something like that, or have social distance even there. If the theater holds 100 people, maybe 1,000 people, maybe only 500 will be allowed in. We are still to figure it out how to do it, because of course it's going to be dangerous for the audience, but also for us, for the musicians. We have to stay close with each other, rehearse and do stuff like that. So we are trying to rethink everything. And that's only for my kind of job. I know for each and every profession is the same. This morning I was talking with somebody from Italy that is in the business of wine. If for them everything has changed because they are producing wine, and normally they were selling to restaurants and bars, and everything is closed. So even for them now they have to reinvent the way that they can deliver wine to us, to people, through normally now is through internet or Amazon's platform like that. But what about the bars and the restaurants when they're going to open? They have to figure it out a way to make it safe. So this person will say, I know famous restaurants, they only have 20 tables, and when they're going to reopen, they will have to have the half of the table, only 10, which will be a problem because they will not be able to make enough money to pay the rent and to pay the waiters and to pay the chefs. So it's going to be like a lot of changes that we have to make, but we are going to survive. I posted a couple of weeks ago, our grandparents were called to war and we are called to stay home and try to survive this situation. We have to rethink everything. Like me, when these things happen, I was missing you guys. And I decided to appear, remember, a month ago, just from actually, it was from my kitchen. Maestro Randazzo, Gaetano, tu eri qui, he was still here. And I said, okay, let's go and say hello to everybody. And before I knew, you guys started to say, hey, we love these things. And when I was not appearing at 2, you started to text me, where are you? I said, okay, I have to make it a thing. So I make what you guys call a program. So I call my internet the Giada Home Network. You guys are my audience, and this is the Giada Life. You can see you guys on Instagram. You cannot see, but there is a little logo, and you can watch on YouTube. Guys, you're on Instagram. When this is done, you can go on YouTube/Giada Valenti or Giada.live, and you can see what the people see on all the other platforms, YouTube, Instagram, Facebook. Also, when I have my guests tomorrow, of course, we start the week again, and I have some guests. You guys are not able to see very well because I turned my phone to the computer, but you have like a fuzzy kind of view. So if you want to see it better, you can either go on YouTube, youtube.com/Giada Valenti, or you can do Jada.live, and you can see live right away, right, Jada? If they go on Jada.live or no? Oh, on YouTube, yeah. If you click YouTube and you go live, you can see it also on YouTube. Not that I want you to go away from Instagram, but I want you to have a good view because I started 2 weeks ago to have this amazing guest. You remember we had Randolph Duke, Danny Rocco, we had Michael Robinson. We had so many amazing people that were my guests, and you guys were not able to see. What's the problem with the microphone, JJ? I'm touching the microphone and it's a funny sound. So this is no, it's fine. JJ said it's fine. Sorry for that, guys. If the sound was bumpy, it should be better now. I close my jacket, so the microphone is not moving around. Great. JJ just give the okay. So in here, I'm in my office. By now, you know all the pictures. I don't have to describe you who is on the back. And by the way, have you seen Sunday? I think it was on the same time I was doing my concert. I was Saturday. Was it the same time I was live? There was this One World Together concert where everybody participated. I understood it was kind of coordinated by Lady Gaga, and then everybody, so many artists participated. Me, my favorite part was, of course, you see Andrea Bocelli over there, dear friend of mine. My favorite part was when Andrea sang with Celine Dion, The Prayer. I know you saw briefly also Lady Gaga and John Legend appearing singing The Prayer. For me, Celine and Andrea, I sing that song myself. I sang it with her, but for me, that song belongs to Andrea Bocelli and Celine Dion. It's like they made it famous, and for me, in my mind, that's and actually one lady that one dear friend of mine that is always with us on the chat, Gail DePoli, you heard the name. She was actually the lady that coordinated technically everything. This live streaming that went in the whole world was done at home by Gail DePoli, my dear friend Gail. You hear me talk a lot about Gail, and Gail this morning sent me the setting she had in the living room. It's amazing that things that went all over the world was done from the living room in New York City of Gail. Is in New York, Gail? Outside New York. So no, she's out in Long Island, New Rochelle. Where is she? Gail, if you're watching, where are you watching from? But anyway, from the East Coast. So Gail was at home by herself. She said she used all the device that she had in the house, all the phones, the iPads, the computer. And can you imagine, she had to coordinate all this video appearing. If you have seen it, otherwise go on YouTube. And it happens last Saturday. It was amazing. Elton John was there, Lady Gaga, of course, she sang Smile, Keith Urban, and Nicole Kidman, everybody. I mean, I think the show was 8 hours long, and Gail coordinated everything. Was part of the technical crew and coordinated all these things happening from home. I said to her, she's amazing that she could do that thing. So can you believe that? How awesome is that? And so she said, I missed you Saturday. I was working. I said, well, that's a good reason to miss the Jada life. I forgive you. So, Gail, you were amazing. And thank you for providing us this amazing thing. And thank you to all the people that were involved. It was amazing. I don't know if you guys saw it, but I thought it was fantastic. The only thing was missing was me. I said they should have asked me to do something too. What do you guys think, right? Lady Gaga, which is she's Italian like me, she should have invited me to sing something. I think this is the only thing that was missing. But there were other people missing. I think was just Groban there. Some of my favorites, Michael Bublé, I think was missing. What happened to those names? Michael was there. Okay, so Josh Groban. Where was Josh Groban? They should have picked him up from under the shower and have him there. What do you guys think? I'm a huge Josh Groban fan. By the way, so yesterday I was singing for you. Last night I did not have time to watch anything on TV, but actually I'm starting tonight to watch something called Wacko, something that is not going to be very uplifting, but I'm going to be watching. It's a true event that happened a few years back. I saw yesterday it pumped up on my Netflix. Have you guys seen these things called Wacko? Is it anything worth watching? It's a mini series about a true event that happened in 1993, I guess, in the United States, about something that happened. So I'm going to be watching. I'll let you know if it's something worth watching. And before we go on with other things, I want to thank you for being here. And I sing a song for you. Some of you were last Sunday, not this Sunday, the Friday before, when I did my From Home concert. I think actually I dedicated a song to you, Diane and Sal. I dedicated for you a song, and some of you said, I've never heard the song, I loved it. And the song was Grow Old with Me, Along with Me. Is a song that, if you remember, Yoko Ono and John Lennon wrote it. Actually, John Lennon wrote it for Yoko Ono. And John Lennon was never able to finish the recording because, as we know, sadly, he was attacked and killed. But the song, nevertheless, is very beautiful. I think Yoko Ono had recorded a demo of John Lennon doing it with his guitar, and it was released afterwards, after John Lennon was not here. But I always loved the song, and last week I dedicated to Diane Fiorentino and Sal. That they were married a couple of weeks back for a few years. So today is for everybody. Some of you said, can you sing again the song? Of course I can. So the song is called Grow Old Alone with Me, John Lennon. Thank you, John, for all the people in love out there, because we still have to love each other and get married. So here we go. Grow old alone with me. The best is yet to be. When our time has come, we will be as one. God bless our love. God bless our love. Grow old alone with me. Two branches of one tree face the setting sun. When the day is done, God bless our love. God bless our love. Spending our life together, man and wife together. World without end, world without end.
My. Grow old along with me. Whatever fate the creeps, we will see it through. For our love is true. God bless our love. God bless our love. God bless our love. God bless our love. Well, John Lennon must have really loved Yoko Ono to write this beautiful song for Yoko. Let me put back this mic.
And how was the sound, by the way? Every time I forget to ask you now because we've been doing this for a couple of weeks, but is still the sound coming back home? I want to thank Doug for Sacramento. You know, I thank him every time. I still have to take pictures, Doug, for you with a mixer you bought for me. That's why the music is made possible thanks to Doug. My mixer broke. He heard I could not sing. He bought me one, and here, and then I bought myself a new speakers actually I got this little microphone, I got some lights, and soon you heard the story. I'm going to have a background, so when I do this chat with you, I will be able to show you pictures and things, and it's going to look like I am in different setting. But don't you worry, I'm going to be safe here in my house. By the way, quante persone di voi ci stanno guardando non capiscono nulla dell'inglese e ogni volta mi stanno da guardare senza capire nulla? So che tra di questi c'è la mia mamma e il mio papà. I just ask how many of you are listening and watching these videos every day and do not understand anything in English. I know for sure two people, my mom and my dad. They're watching every day from Venezia. Ciao mamma, ciao papà, vi voglio bene. And they do not understand anything. So my mom always says, sing a little bit of in Italian. So by the way, as soon as I'm done with this one, I'm gonna post, as promised you, the ingredients for Saturday's recipe. Maybe JJ, can you show already? Do we have the card already? Saturday, you know, I will be cooking for you. I did it last Saturday. This is what we're gonna be making: is pasta terra e mare. It's a delicious dish that I'm from Venice, so we like to cook with fish, but of course we like also tomatoes. So it's a very simple pasta that we will be making together. And I think JJ also have a card with the ingredients. Here they are. So you need penne. You need or any kind of short pasta of your choice. Then you need the tomato sauce. You need tuna in olive oil, and then you need cream, and you need the half of the onion, olive oil, and parsley, fresh or dry one, it doesn't matter, and salt and pepper to taste. So it's going to be a very simple recipe. Sometimes when I don't have nothing to do and I have some ingredients left over, I made it. You can add actually to this one, I will tell you Saturday when we cook, you can add even peas, you can add whatever other things. It's just a little bit of everything, as long as there is tomatoes and tuna. All other things that you normally like with your tuna salad, you can put it in the pasta. But you know, I'm always say don't go too crazy. More than four ingredients, it became, you know, my grandma used to say, diventa una porcheria. It becomes a piece of crap. So, but you can add peas. I made this recipe also with peas inside, and it was kind of good. So that's the recipe. I'm going to post it on my Facebook. I'm going to post it for you guys as a picture also on Instagram. So you will be able to buy the ingredients, and Saturday, we can cook together. And today, somebody I spoke with some friends of mine and family actually from Venice, and they were telling me that, of course, Venice is closed. I'm from Venice, Italy, as you may know. Have you ever been there, by the way? Have you guys ever been to Venice, Italy? Yes, no. And when you say yes and no, since I don't get to see the question I was asking you. So, have you ever been to Venice? Said, see, I've been to Venice. Yes, yes. So I know which yes and no you're telling me. So, have you ever been to Venice? Have you ever been to my hometown? Siete mai venuti a Venezia, la mia città natale? Se ci siete stati non ve la devo descrivere. If you've been there, I don't have to describe it. But I was talking today about the fact that we don't have tourists in Venice at this moment. Everything is closed, like in Las Vegas. So my mom was saying to me, the cats are moving around more than ever. The cats. Have you ever heard about the cats in Venice? Actually, in centennials years ago, hundreds of years ago, we had a very serious plague before we were all born. Was in 1800 something. We had 1800, I think. Yeah, we had something called the pest. That was like a horrible disease, and they found out that Venice was basically. Everybody was dying in Venice because they were bringing back all kind of stuff from all over the world, and this disease was coming. Like now, it came from China. At that time, it was coming from wherever, from the also from the somewhere in the Middle East where the Phoenician were trading. So, and they found out that in Venice, actually, that the disease was brought in by rats and mouses. So rats and mouses. The Venetians said, and mouses, like Mickey Mouse, a mouse. So mouses, a mouse, and rats were bringing the JJ is making fun of my. So topi portavano la malattia a Venezia, the mouse, like Mickey Mouse. So what the Venetians did, they brought to Venice a lot of cats. They went all over and they brought so many cats, and they were raising so many cats. They were putting cats in the ships that they were using for thread. So the cats were killing the mouses. So the disease was not spreading that fast. Can you believe it? And because of that, I don't know if you ever noticed, but in Venice, we have a lot of cats. To these days, in Venice, we love our cats. Cats became like a pet for us. Here, you can see on the balcony of somebody, we have so many cats. Actually, we also have a special race called Soriani, Gatti Soriani. I think, JJ, you have a pictures. Yeah, like this one. They are huge. They are huge, big cats. You guys cannot see, but you have to go on YouTube and watch it later. I'm talking to the people on Instagram. So those cats are now the kings of Venice. There's no tourists. Normally you see them all the time, but there are some resting here and there. Now they're going everywhere. You see them there on the balcony. So we love our cats. So the cats are happy actually now, and now they're going to Venice. Going around. And by the way, next week, guys, since I'm going to have my green screen, there's another cat of somebody in my family. So the cats are going crazy. The cats are having a good time. And talking of which, somebody this morning sent me, that's the typical Soriano cat that we have. They're huge, big cats. And they're very friendly. I mean, in Venice, we never touch the cats of the neighbors because we have, I mean, we are so used to them, and the tourists don't even see them. I think somebody though once said, I wrote a blog about the cats of Venice, and some of you said, I've never noticed the cats. I do understand. How can you notice the cats when you are in Venice and you're gonna see the beauty of my city? JJ, do you have any picture of the beauty of my city? I mean, come on, Venice is like a, that's me on a boat in Venice. This is the Grand Canal. You guys can see nothing, but it's me on a boat on the Grand Canal. Guys on Instagram, you're missing nothing. Go on YouTube, please. Go on YouTube so you can see. So that's me happy in a boat on the Grand Canal in Venice. And I cannot wait to go back there. Non vedo l'ora di ritornare in Italia, di vedere la mia adorata Venezia. So we are going to have, starting when we're going to have the green screen, I'm going to have pictures and stories for you of Venice. Would you like to hear more about Venice? I know everything about Venice. Rome, of course, because my dad comes from near Rome, and I love my country. So somebody told me that they would love to know more also about food. The food I mentioned the other time when I was in my kitchen cooking. Apparently, I mentioned that every region in Italy has a different approach, a different recipe, typical recipe. And so maybe we can do every weekend something from whatever region you want me to do. So the recipe I made last Saturday was baked pasta with white sauce. It's something that we make a lot in the north. In the south, they may do similar recipe, but they're going to use different vegetable, because in the south they have more other kind of vegetable, more tomatoes kind of driven things. So they have the purple one. What is it called, JJ? The eggplant. Eggplant. They have eggplant and tomato. So I maybe we can do that. That every time we approach every Saturday, even if I cook something, I can tell you how would be the same dish be made in a different region. because sometimes it's the same things. As I said, they make also the same pasta I made, but in place of using the peas, for instance, that is something from the northern of Italy, they may use a different kind of vegetable. So I can explain you all of that. Somebody said, can you make pesto at home? Yes, of course you can make pesto at home, because now we buy it in a little bottle. But of course, I can tell you the story how you can make pesto at home. I mean, right now in America, I'm kind of lazy myself, and I buy it already made. But when we are in Italy, my mom is making fresh pesto. It's very easy to make. You can make it at home. We spend now $6 to buy it in a bottle. You can make it at home for less than $1, because you only need three ingredients and olive oil, and you can make your own pesto. But so I'm going to be doing that, and I'm going to tell you more about my Italy. I know many of you were wondering about my trip to Italy, October. Of course, it's not happening. We spoke with Perillo Tours, and we were debating about we are going to move the trip to next year. So I will make sure that you have the new dates, and hopefully you can join me to Italy next year. All of you, we're going to do the Giada live, but then live in Venice and Rome, and somebody was asking me which one is my favorite food. I think I love any kind of food, but my favorite dish is actually gnocchi di patate con il ragù. I made it Sunday for me, which is potatoes. I don't know. Do you guys know what gnocchi is? It's very easy to make it with potatoes and flour and salt, and it's like a little bowls. You can buy it also ready at Trader Joe. I normally buy it myself when I don't have time to really make the gnocchi with ragu sauce. It's delicious. Probably is one of my favorites. And so, which one is your favorite food? If you have to say, I'm dying tomorrow, what are you going to be eating? Or what? Yeah, what would you do? I said, tomorrow I want to eat something that is my favorite food. What would it be? For me, probably would be gnocchi. And of course, the sweet things for me would be tiramisu. But I love tiramisu and Nutella. That's all my favorite things. So what is for you? What is your favorite food to eat? I see a lot of you are writing down, right? So guys on Instagram, what is your favorite food? What do you like to eat? And so that's my favorite food, and that's what is going to be happening. Oh, today, by the way, I wanna I mention every day. Tonight, actually at 8 p.m. for you guys on the East Coast, 8 p.m. For me, it's going to be 5 p.m. There is somebody that's going to be guest of mine next week, Jim Caruso. Jim Caruso will be hosting tonight the Pajama Cast Party. It's available on all the social media for free. I don't know if Jim is watching, but so Jim has been hosting this open mic already for 16 years from the Berlin Jazz in New York City, famous place in New York. And now, of course, he cannot go there. And so he's doing this the cast party in pajama cast party from home. And he has always interesting guests from all over the planet that they tune in and live. They sing a song from wherever they are. Last week he had an amazing lineup of artists. Clint Holmes from Las Vegas was there, Jane Monaghan from Los Angeles, Peter Cincotti from New York. Of course, there is always Billy Stritch playing the piano. Normally he's the piano player that accompany us, but don't be, I mean, when you do the cast party, you don't have, it can be Liza Minnelli there, because Jim Caruso actually started his career in a Broadway musical and with Liza Minnelli. Liza Minnelli is one of Jim's dearest friends. And Jim is going to be my guest, not this week, next week. So we will be talking also with Jim, how he started his career. He's an amazing entertainer, of course, and how he's hosting of these things. And talking of which, this week also I have some amazing guests. So by the way, tonight, 8 p.m., East Coast, 5 p.m. for us in Las Vegas. Tune in on the Pajama Cast Party with Jim Caruso. So just go Jim Caruso Pajama Cast Party and you'll find it. Or follow Jim Caruso on Instagram, on Twitter, wherever pages you are. And 8 p.m. I will be watching myself. And hopefully one of this week I will participate in as well. So this is going to be watching tonight. And this week, what is happening this week? This week I'm going to have some amazing guests starting tomorrow. Domani. Tomorrow, my guest, you don't have to miss her. She's beautiful and she's magical. She is magical. I'm gonna have as my guest Jen Kramer. Jen Kramer, she's a 27 years old. I think she's still 27, unless her birthday was last week, so she might be 28. Beautiful young girl. She is a doctor from the Yale University, but she's a magician. È una maga. I went to see her show. She has a residency when Las Vegas was open here at the Westgate, and I watched the show for 1 hour. It was very much entertaining because she was very fun, and these magical things were happening, and I was like, How is that even possible? So she's going to be joining me tomorrow. And Jenny, if you're watching, you said that you can do some tricks with cards or wherever. Jenny is amazing. So make sure to tune in tomorrow, 2 p.m. So Jenny's going to be my guest on Tuesday. Then on Wednesday, you don't want to miss it again. If you love music, you're going to love him, Tony Dessert. Tony Dessert is for me, is one of the most talented piano and singer and songwriter that we have here in the United States. Is Italian American, of course, Tony Dessert. How can it not be? He's very handsome for you ladies. He's very sweet. He's married and he has a very cute kid. Yesterday, he posted the video actually with his son talking. I mean, I remember I met Tony when he had no children. He was not married, and now he has a 10 years old, maybe, I don't know, 8, 7. We're going to ask on Wednesday how old is the child. Cute as a button. So cute. And so Tony Dessert is going to be with me on Wednesday. And then who are going to have on Thursday? Of course, Ginevra. Then Thursday, I take you to Rome, to Italy. Ginevra Antonini. Ginevra, she is a chef, a celebrity chef, not just like, not a singer cooking like me, a real celebrity chef from the Italian program La Prova del Cuoco, which is a very famous program that we have on the national channel in Italy, the Rai. And Ginevra, she's one of the chefs in this program. Of course, they're not filming the program, so she will be able to stay up until midnight to appear with us. So I prepare a lot of questions for Ginevra. She's another very young, beautiful girl. And we met each other because we did some event in Philadelphia, actually, with Bob Skena. So thank you, Bobby, for introducing me to Ginevra. And Ginevra was cooking, and me, of course, I was entertaining the people during. We did several events together. So, and Ginevra, it's amazing. You're gonna love Ginevra. So this is what is gonna happen this week. I'm gonna have two beautiful ladies and then a very handsome gentleman in between. That's my sandwich. Jen, Tony, and then Ginevra. How about it? I didn't even thought about it, but hey. So I will be interviewing them. If you have questions for chefs, singers, or magicians, just let me know. I'm Last week I had John Katz. By the way, John, if you're watching, they loved you. I don't know if can somebody phone in John Katz. They loved you. He's one of our most famous journalists here in Las Vegas. He's the entertainer journalist, and everybody thought that John, he writes review about the show. Some of you wrote me that you always thought that John was a little bit kind, how do you say, kind of, maybe cocky or a little bit, and they loved him. But John is not like that. John is the most adorable human being out there. So John, they loved you. Some friends of mine that they've been reading the column forever because they're residents of Las Vegas. They never had the chance to see you talk, and they loved you. They said, "What a nice gentleman." So I said, "Ask me, Giada will let you know." So I always said that you are amazing, and they loved you. So John, I thank you because also John, every time he shares when I'm going live, he actually posted actually last week also in the newspaper in Las Vegas as I was going live cooking. So thank you, John. What else cooking? Oh, I want to sing happy birthday. Every day, I sing happy birthday to somebody. Yesterday we had Vinny Andolfi, the Vinny, which is Vin Senior from the Bronx Wanderers. If you missed it, yeah, please somebody can let Vinny know that I wish him happy birthday. I sang happy birthday. And today we have another special lady in Las Vegas, which is Sam Shockley. She's a Vegas producer here in Las Vegas. And today is Sam's birthday. So Sam, this is my happy birthday to you. And you guys can sing wherever you are. If you know Sam or not, let's sing. Sam, it's her name. So happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Sam Shockley. Happy birthday to you. And many, 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 many more. So, Sam, happy birthday. I don't even know if she's watching, but I know she can watch this video in repeat. So, one of these days, she will figure it out. And I'm going to sing for you another song because the time flies. And then tomorrow, we're going to see each other. So, I decided to sing an Italian song. So Gino Paoli is one of my favorite songwriter of the country of Italy, the country where I'm from. Yes, I'm from the country of Italy. I am Italian, born and raised in Venezia. And how many Italians are here, by the way? I see. Quanti italiani ci sono? Non lo so. Ma mia mamma e mio papà di sicuro. So this song is a song that Gino Paoli wrote some of the most beautiful Italian songs.
For voi italiani non vi devo dire chi è Gino Paoli. In my PBS special, actually, I did a song, E mi innamorerai e ti innamorerò. I know you guys loved it here in America, and it was also a Gino Paoli song. And this is one that I'm singing for you today. It's probably one of the most famous song of the Gino Paoli. It's called Senza Fine, Without End. But this is actually not about the virus, because the virus will end. It's not senza fine, it's not endless. The virus will disappear soon and we will be gathering all together. But this is about love, an endless love. So per tutti voi ragazzi in Italia, dal mio cuore al vostro, for all of you, from my heart to yours, this is a love song called Endless, senza fine. Senza fine, tu trascini la nostra vita, senza un attimo di respiro, per sognare, per poter ricordare ciò che abbiamo già vissuto. Senza fine, tu sei un attimo senza fine, non hai ieri, non hai domani, tutto ormai nelle tue mani, mani grandi, mani senza fine. Non mi importa della luna, non mi importa delle stelle, tu per me sei luna e stelle, tu per me sei sole e cielo, tu per me sei tutto quanto io voglio avere, senza fine. Tu sei un attimo senza fine, non hai ieri, non hai domani, tutto ormai è nelle tue mani, mani grandi, mani senza fine, senza fine, la, la, senza fine, la, senza fine. Senza fine, without end, endless. So this was Gino Paoli.
Gino Paoli, senza fine. Of course, I don't have to explain, non devo spiegare a tutti voi ragazzi. E la volevo dedicare alla mia mamma e al mio papà. La mia mamma e mio papà, che hanno un amore per me senza fine e io un amore per loro senza fine. My mom and dad, the love of mom and dad is really endless. No matter how bad we screwed it up or bad we are, they still love us, and I love them to pieces. So it was a joke also today that somebody sent me. I think I told you before, but somebody said the world has changed. It said 2019, we were supposed to stay away from negative people. 2020, we're supposed to stay away from positive people. So it was fun. And then another one that was, I thought it was very funny. He said the world has changed now. It said, what was it, JJ? I was saying we start to become like dogs because he said now we are like dogs going around the house all day looking for food. Then we are said no when we get too close to strangers. And then he said, when they said, let's go somewhere for a car ride, we're all getting excited like dogs. So somebody said, we're turning into dogs, which I thought is so true. And another one was that it was this gentleman said, my dog was looking at me and he said, Now you know why I'm chewing furniture when I'm staying home alone, which is true. So we're turning into dogs. I'm joking. So today we talk about dogs, we talk about cats. Let's love our pets. By the way, how many of you are quarantining with dogs and cats? Of other pets? Because I know Soraya van der Wereld, she watches sometimes from the Holland, from the Netherlands. And I think she has ferrets. She has all kind of animals. She has like a zoo in her apartment. So I am quarantining only with JJ. So no pets in this house, but I do love pets. And I have, of course, in my property, I see a lot of people walking around with cats and dogs, and they are really our best friends. But right now, I think the world has really changed. We are all best friends one to another. Surely you are my best friends. For being with me, you are my best friends. I see you here every day. And also today, I can't believe I spoke for 44 minutes by myself. I don't even know if you're there listening to me. Are you? Are you there listening to me? Some are. So who are listening to me? Am I talking to myself like a dog talking to furnitures now? Now I know you're there. I see all your comments, and I answer to all of you. So thank you all for being with me. I see also Agne is here. She's another dear friend of mine, a young singer. Where are you, Agne, from? Chicago? I think you're from Chicago, right? And Agne also sings every Sunday after me at 7 p.m. She goes live also every day and every Sunday. And she sings Broadway things, something like that, right, Agne? But I will ask Agne, and I will let you know next Sunday because she's appearing only on Sunday. And so I will let you know. So tune in tomorrow, 2 p.m. for us here on Las Vegas, which is going to be 5 p.m. for you in New York, ore 23 per voi in Italia. And JJ, you forgot to bring me the list of people to thank. So tomorrow I will be thanking everybody who did this donation. Some of you were asking me where the donation can be done. All the one of you asked me on private messenger, answered you. All the one who did it through the mailing list, I did. But if you have a Vemno account, it's on the Vemno at Giada Valenti. Otherwise, you ask me, which is nice. I love to hear from you. I want to thank each and every one of you for appearing. There were new people today on the chat. Many new people. So, benvenuti a tutti quelli che erano con me per la prima volta. Welcome to all of you that were here for the first time. I see Veronique there on Instagram. Veronique, are you on both? Are you here and there? Some of you, I'm appearing on both. So, guys, I thank you so very much for being with me today. I'm going to see you tomorrow, 2 p.m. Domani pomeriggio with my special guest, a magical guest. I'm going to have the beautiful Jen Kramer. You don't want to miss her. She's a magician, è una maga. Domani avremo Jen Kramer. Tomorrow at 2 p.m. Grazie per essere venuti con me, grazie mille, ci vediamo domani. I love you and what can I say? Thank you so very much. A domani.